What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Borderlands 3 video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 5 shields in Borderlands 3. Now, this is going to include the base game and the first DLC, because that's the date and time of me making this video. But basically what I'm trying to say is, any shield in the game is up for grabs when it comes to the top contenders on this list. Another thing I want to mention real quick is to always remember that these rankings are my opinion. So if you disagree with something, at least listen to my full reasoning for choosing it before you tell me I'm wrong in the comment section. Otherwise, you can just go ahead and comment your favorite shield and why. Now, the last thing I want to mention is while this is a top 5 list, all of these shields are top 5 in the entire game, meaning all of these are top tier options for any build, and in some builds, number 5 is going to be better than number 1. So if you're picking any of these shields, don't worry about trying to get to number 1. It's not necessary. Yo, what's going on, guys? Before we get into the video, I just wanted to say I am streaming live over at twitch.tv/thickfillet_. Don't forget the underscore if you want to find me. If I'm not live by the time you're watching this video, then dropping a follow over there will help me out a ton. Thank you guys so much. Can't wait to see you over there. Coming in at number 5 might be kind of a surprise to you guys, but I actually chose the Frozen Heart Shield. Now, the Frozen Heart, in my opinion, can be used in some amazing ways. Real quick, I want to say you can find the Frozen Heart Shield from Aurelia on Eden 6, so just kill her over and over again and you will get this shield. Now, for those of you who don't know, this shield creates a Cryo Nova on break that freezes any enemies nearby that can get frozen, and it gives you 30% health back from the Nova damage it deals. Now, in my opinion, this shield is a lot better than people give it credit for. There are some insanely creative ways to use this shield on all characters, including the Nova anointments. Amara has the Phase Grasp anointment. Moze has a pretty cool Tenacious defense build I've seen from Abbey Hour. And you know Zane loves the Frozen Heart with his clone and Calm Cool Collected. So not only do all the characters have specific builds around this shield, but I actually think this shield is a better general defensive shield than people realize. It freezes everyone around you. That's kind of a pretty good effect if you need to get to cover and, you know, let your shield recharge back up to do it again. And that's the main reason I included it. I want to see some more people play with this and see what things this shield can do. So go farm for this shield and try it out. It might be a little bit better than you think. So that's it for number 5. Coming in at number 4 is from the Moxie's Handsome Jackpot DLC. This is actually the Double Downer Shield. Now, the Double Downer Shield is another kind of underrated option. A lot of people don't like the idea of this shield. Now, real quick, you can get this shield from Double Down Domino in the Spend Opticon, so just look out for her. It's a side mission where you can unlock this shield. Now, like I said, this is another kind of underrated option in my opinion, but let's really look at what this thing does. It doubles your fight for your life duration, and then it gives you 25% weapon damage and 150% handling and accuracy. Now, a lot of people don't like the idea of this shield because they're like, I'm not going to go into fight for your life. Why do I want something that gives me benefit in fight for your life? You know, going into fight for your life isn't a pleasant idea. So that's why I think people don't like the idea of this shield. But at the end of the day, this literally helps you in the time you need it the most, which keeps you alive. So this is a much better defensive option than a lot of people realized. You'll be surprised how much time you have in fight for your life. You won't even have to really worry about getting back up. I used this in a flacker build we featured on my channel because sometimes you can blow yourself up with the flacker. So having a shield like this is pretty good, but you don't have to be running a specific build for this shield. It's just a good general defensive option. And yeah, I'd like to see some more people play it, so that's why I'm including it. Moving on, and coming in at number 3, we've got the Big Boom Blaster. This is a shield that at the start of the game was never even looked at. But then, by the grace of Randy himself, Gearbox gave us auto pickup boosters. Now, if you want to farm for this shield, you can get it from the Unstoppable. He's over on Ambermire. This is the same dude who drops the Band of Sidorak. Basically, this shield will drop a booster that gives you a grenade, an RPG ammo, and 60% of your shields back. It's a pretty strong effect. Now, what I actually like about this shield is it gives you a sort of pseudo tankiness while still being a very fast recharging shield. The grenades and rocket ammo definitely help multiple other strategies, but I honestly think the 60% shield regen is the most insane perk on here. Having a full shield can help with multiple Vault Hunter skills. Now, the main one is actually the Guardian rank skill topped off. This is an easy way to take advantage of that while still being kind of defensive. Not to mention getting to spam my hive while mobbing a bit is pretty much too much to pass up on for me. So that's why this is coming in at number 3. I actually think this is a better overall shield than a lot of people realize as well, once again. But yeah. Moving on, and coming in at number 2 is the best offensive shield in the game, and that is the one-shotter shield. Now, this shield got super popular throughout the community after Gleiss first found this shield and gave it to me. The real reason why this shield is so good is because the amp works properly with multi-pellet weapons, meaning you're going to get more damage out of this shield rather than a 0.M or a rerouter when you're using any weapon with more than one pellet. The issue with the 0.M and the rerouter is they basically will only amp one pellet worth of damage. Even if your Maggie, for example, is a 500 times 6, you're only going to get 500 more damage out of a 0.M or a rerouter, where out of a one-shotter shield, it'll actually double that. That makes this the best amp shield in the game, pretty much. Even just on characters like Flak or Zane, where they have 2 Fang and playing dirty, being able to add extra projectiles and amp them all correctly means that you're going to want the one-shotter shield every single time. On top of that, the one-shotter shield has faster recharge rate, it has a quicker delay, and it actually drains your shield for less per shot, allowing you to get multiple amp shots pretty fast. Now, I really do want to stress by all means that this could be the best shield in the game. If we're talking about the right build and setup, this is definitely the number 1 offensive shield in my opinion. But shields are kind of for defense, so I'm leaving this one down here at number 2. And finally, what you've all been waiting for, the grand finale. What is the best shield in Borderlands 3? Well, first, a word from our sponsor. Just kidding, guys. We don't have any sponsors, but we do have some honorable mentions. Now, the honorable mentions for this list are going to be the Recharger, the Band of Sidorak, the Rico, and the 0.M. Each of these shields are top tier. They could have easily made this list, but I think they are just barely outclassed for the reasons I already gave. Like I said, this is my opinion. If you chose any shield on this list or any of the honorable mentions, you're using a top tier shield in Borderlands 3, so there's nothing to worry about. But with all that out of the way, let's get down to number 1. Now, for number 1, this was a really hard decision and a really hard choice. So I actually have 2 shields for number 1, and those are the Stopgap and the Transformer. Both of these shields are so good, I couldn't pick one. Both of these can be abused for near immortality. Both of these could be tossed into almost any build and give you a lot of survivability. The Stopgap is super powerful in Fade Flak setups, Moze builds. There's even an amazing Zane build using Stopgap and Distributed Denial. You know how you don't go farm like Tyrene or Rampager all the time because of their immunity phases? Well, this shield makes you the annoying asshole with immunity phases. And that's why it's great. And the Transformer, do I even have to say why this shield is good? You know, immunity from shock, which is the element that damages shields the most. Nah. Absorbing almost half of the enemy bullets. Nah. What about being able to spam shock weapons at your feet and never die? It's really not even close that these 2 shields are top in the game. I really couldn't pick one. I think they both deserve number 1. Just everything about a shield. These keep you alive forever and have huge survivability. And yeah. Anyways, guys, that's it for my video today. Don't forget to comment down below and tell me why I was wrong, or just tell me your favorite shield and why. If you like this video, don't forget to drop a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Like I said, if you're watching this at the moment I post the video, I'll be live over at twitch.tv/thickfillet_. Don't forget the underscore at the end because someone has my name without it. And if I'm not live, dropping a follow over there will help me out a lot. So thank you guys so much for watching. That's going to be it from me. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.
Not long now. A final battle to prove yourself.
Only room for 1 to 4 badasses around here.